Hey everybody, Dr. Fisher here. Today we're going to talk about something really fascinating, and that topic is, ta-da, magnesium. Interesting topic, you might question. Why magnesium? And why do we have so many kinds of magnesium? So I'll show you here. One of the things we're going to talk about today is a ton of supplements, and we're going to talk about food in relation to magnesium. So why is magnesium such a big deal? Magnesium is actually an essential component of our body's ability to function. It's required in teeth, it's required in bones. We also use it as an essential part of enzymes in the body that make everything function. So it's actually very, very important. Now, most people are probably familiar with it for like kind of relaxation, for muscle stuff, and we're going to talk about that too, right? So the most important piece is to recognize that it's very, very important. Now, there are a lot of different kinds out there, and so some of that can be a little frustrating and or a little overwhelming because there are so many types. We're going to talk about some of the common types that I give out here in my office. So one of the first ones we're going to talk about that's very, very common, for example, is magnesium citrate. Magnesium citrate is a really gentle form. We use it for digestion. So if you get some digestive struggles, constipation is typically more that picture, where the idea is it actually comes and kind of softens the stool, soothes the stool. It's a natural muscle relaxant in general. So it's very, very helpful for that to get things moving along. Now, another really common one that I use is something called magnesium glycinate. Now this one's specifically a glycinate malate, which is going to be more for like the brain, the mood, as well as the muscles. So it kind of helps kind of take the edge off while kind of supporting the mood, kind of getting things moving. Another really common one is a topical one. Now this is what's referred to as a magnesium spray, right? So this one is specifically, I believe, magnesium chloride. And what it does is when you spray it on topically, so for example, somebody's neck is hurting, low back's hurting, that sort of thing, you just spray it on and it helps relax those muscles. Really good stuff. Oftentimes people are also kind of wondering about too where we've got a calcium magnesium combination, right? So these calcium magnesium combinations actually have multiple kinds. So for example, in this one specifically, it's got a little malate, little oxide. The oxide, specifically magnesium oxide, isn't like super absorbable, and so it very much is about kind of softening that stool. It's very good for constipation. I have other ones on the shelf that are combinations that really soften the stool and kind of get things moving. It's very gentle for the body, very, very calming and for the nervous system. So also calcium in conjunction with that, speaking of the calcium, it's also a natural muscle relaxant and or supportive for bones and teeth and other things like that too. It's another mineral that's very, very important. Speaking of that, oftentimes magnesium is going to be loaded inside of a good quality multivitamin. Now this one specifically is osteonutrients too. This is one that I give to people who are struggling with osteoporosis or any sort of bone and or teeth joint issues that need that support. This is going to be a readily absorbable form that's going to be able to help build those tissues, those bones, that sort of thing. Now, for my favorite that I use on a daily basis, including for my family, a readily absorbable form, calm magnesium is a very, very heavy duty seller. We make at our house at night, we make a calm drink. We throw a little apple cider vinegar in there, and this is a winner at my house. It helps kind of calm everybody down. Now this one specifically is a magnesium carbonate, slightly different variation. But this one also has a calming effect on the nervous system. So some of the other forms of magnesium that we see also in a food form, Standard Process is a very old supplement company, and they do a whole food form. The magnesium citrate is in this supplement called Mintran. It's one of my favorites for helping someone kind of chill out. You know, we think of magnesium as a form of like muscle relaxant. Well, this one is literally called Mintran. It stands for mineral tranquilizer. So it has a very calming effect. It supports kind of that emotional balance. Very, very helpful. Magnesium is also found in other different supplements as well. So, for example, this one's MyoCalm Plus. I've got a sleep blend, several other sleep supplements specifically. This one has a magnesium in there in the form of magnesium citrate. So this is going to support more of the bowels. Anytime we can support and stimulate the bowels at night before bed, it has a calming effect on the general nervous system, being able to put you into a rest and digest state. So magnesium is a very, very important aspect of life. And so we need to get magnesium. So I also wanted to suggest some of my favorite foods that you can get magnesium from. Women oftentimes crave this as they get close to their cycle, as they're losing blood, and that's magnesium. Or the magnesium is associated with chocolate specifically, excuse me. So spinach is another one of my favorites. Almonds also have a lot of magnesium. Yogurt can, a high quality, whole food yogurt. Black beans, avocados are one that we eat every day in my family. We go through multiple rounds of avocados every week in my family, as well as bananas. So if you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and or subscribe to our channel so you can be able to receive additional information as we put it out. This is Dr. Fisher signing out.